Hello friends, thanks for watching Room Science. In this video, we will be giving our first book review and we will be talking about the amazing book by Dr. Rohit Deshpande sir. Yeah, you got it right. That is the Clinical Comparative Materia Medica. So, the book that I'm going to recommend is both very easy but integrated and amazing at the same time. This book is about to make you all fall in love with reading. It is a must have book for not only a homeopathic but a student from any of the medical field. So, let's get started with this review. The very cover page of the book gives you a clear theme of the book, that is, to unify the understanding of 8 major systems of medicine into one. These systems are homeopathy, Ayurveda, allopathy, Chinese, African, Greek, folk, Unani. This book is divided into 2 sections. The first is the introductory, and the second section, the author discusses the clinical comparison of 333 medicines throughout the 8 system of medicines. In its introductory part, the author gives the basic knowledge which will make you understand the unique philosophical process of the systems. We will now discuss the basic introduction of the system of medicines one by one.
Starting from the traditional folk medicine, it is based on the theories, beliefs, and experiences indigenous to different cultures used in the maintenance of health, as well as in prevention, improvement, or treatment of physical and mental illnesses. It also includes the famous doctrine of signature. Secondly comes the Ayurveda. It is a traditional Indian system of medicine which is based on idea of balance in bodily system and uses diet, mechanical treatment, panchkarma and yogic breathing. Then comes the traditional Chinese medicine, which is based on the belief that the body's vital energy flows along channels in the body and keeps a person's spiritual, emotional, mental and physical health in balance. It also includes the famous yin-yang theory. Then we have the traditional Greek and Roman medicine. The basic ideology of both the systems are inseparable from each other. Starting from the Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, is the most important figure in the ancient Greek medicine. According to him, the body is governed by 4 basic humors: blood, yellow bile, black bile and Fall's humor. It was believed that any deficiency or excess in this humor can cause a disease. Galen extended this concept further and named it temperament: sanguine, choleric, melancholic and phlegmatic temperaments. Then we have the Islamic and Unani medicine. The Islamic Unani medicine adopted the theory of humors from Greek and Roman medicine. The humors here are hot, cold, moist and dry. Moving on to the African traditional medicine. It is organized into 3 levels of specialty: divination, spiritualism and herbal medicine. They believe that diseases having both natural and supernatural causes that must be treated by both physical and spiritual means. The 7th system is homeopathy, which is based on similibus currente, that is, like cures like. It includes drug proving, case taking and the concept of individualization. And at last, we have allopathic or the modern medicine. So this was all about a small briefing to the introductory part. The second section of the book contains 333 medicines which the author has compared throughout the 8 system of medicine. Quite interesting, right? Now let's take an example of one of such medicine, Datura stramonium, and let's see how it has been compared throughout the 8 systems.
Datura stramonium. You must have heard about Datura for sure. It is found throughout the world and it is a poisonous plant. In homeopathy, it is known as stramonium. It is used therapeutically for the treatment of clinical conditions like eye disorders, headaches, hiccup, mania, enuresis, meningitis, esophageal spasm, burn, locomotor ataxia. In allopathy, as per the allopathic research, it is effective in the treatment of clinical conditions like gallstones, brain disorders, joint pains, neuralgia, fistula, and abscesses. In Ayurveda, it is effective in the treatment of leprosy, pruritus, and ulceration. In traditional Chinese medicine, it is useful in rectal prolapse, convulsions, injuries, lichen planus. In African traditional medicine, it is used in inflammation, pain, asthma. And in folk medicine, it is used efficaciously for the treatment of meningitis, cramps, cough, fever, and influenza.
So, if you are a homeopathic student or a practitioner or even a medical student or a doctor of any of the 8 systems, then this book is just for you. At last, we would like to thank and congratulate Dr. Rohit Deshpande sir for compiling this amazing masterpiece. Dr. Rohit Deshpande sir himself is a gold medalist and one of the finest homeopaths who is currently practicing in Nasik. Thanks a lot, sir, for such a great opportunity. We were so excited for this book and we are glad that such an amazing book has been added to our library.